Hello everyone, welcome to dmetalgalaxy YouTube channel. For those who don't know us yet, we bring reviews, interviews and dmetal news into your living room. So for those who already have been following us, we have recently had a returning and our third guest for our program Heavy Goes On and On, where we do album interviews and reviews on recently released albums. So for those who missed it, subscribe below to not miss any news from dmetalgalaxy. And this time we sat down with Matt and Tort again, and we spoke about their newly released album Vargtimman. And this album is regarded as their best one to date, and also the most matured and composed one. So let's see in this review if this checks out. And before I'm going to share my review and opinion on this album, let's first talk about who is Ereb Altor. So Ereb Altor plays Scandinavian, pagan, Viking metal with some Swedish black metal influences. And if you want to learn more about them, you can check the links below. And also we did a review on Eldens Boning, so you can check that as well. And to make this review a bit easier to listen to, I will keep the same structure as the Eldens Boning review, link below. And I will basically discuss the music and composition first, then the lyrics, artwork, videos, and in the end, I will summarize everything. So let's now start with the music and composition. So first of all, when you listen to the whole album, you feel it's very complete and coherent. And the very reason for it is that it has an intro and outro, and it's a powerful way of making this album so binding and complete. Basically, it binds the album together. And at first, I wasn't so keen on a very short intro. However, after listening to their previous albums like Jartekken, I very understand why they did this, and I think it's an excellent choice because the length of the intro of Vargtimman is perfect. It's not too long and also not too short. It's perfectly balanced and it holds your attention and makes you curious what the rest of the album is going to be about. And then after the intro, there is a very powerful song, Eye of the Sky. And the reason why this is such a powerful song is that it's like a victory song, and you feel energized by just listening to this song, and you're ready to explore the album. And then the rest of the album is quite nice as well, as it's flowing, and every song has a different angle, but it doesn't stand out of the previous song. As a result, it's nice flowing, and also it's perfectly balanced because there is an instrumental part and a vocal part, and each of this part has the precise length, and as a result, you are not too bored with the instruments or with the vocals. It's basically very dynamic, and also Matt's vocals are impressive as he's doing, I think, I'm not sure as I'm not a black metal expert, but he's doing, I think, black metal streaks. Then he sings clean, then he uses a different growling technique. And this is very interesting to listen to as you never know what's coming next, basically. And also the closer of the album is great, as basically when the album is going to end, you hear a very typical instrumental part, and it goes very soft and softer and softer, and then it ends. And I think it's very memorable and a great idea to end an album this way, because you are aware that listening to Vargtimman has come to an end, And as a result, every time you think about this album, you think about this album as having a beginning, a middle, and an end, basically. And basically, the intro and outro bind the album together. And it's very outstanding, this album, as no song repeats itself, yet it's very coherent with the previous one. So in short, Vargtimman cleverly opens and closes the album. So let's now talk about the second topic, so the lyrics. Well, the lyrics are amazing. I loved the lyrics in the previous album, Eldens Boning, but I think that they have outdone themselves in this album. It's a huge step forwards, and it might be also that I love the topics that they are exploring in Vargtimman. Like I liked the Dead Plague, as I wasn't aware that there was a Black Plague in Scandinavia and that it was so bad, but as well the witch hunters, I was never aware of that either. So these are great stories to explore, and it's kind of pity what I said before in the previous review, that there is no storybook, there are no images that elaborate on the stories further. And also Vargtimman has a few Swedish songs, and these Swedish songs are very hard to grasp for the non-Swedish speakers, as there is no translation. Also, one particular song is great, and that is I Have to Sky. I love this song because it's like Matt told us, it's a victory hymn. But for me, it's also a song that's quite easy to remember and to sing along. And basically, you're becoming a Viking and shouting specific hymns. And I think it's a great way to bind listeners to this album, as you are engaging, you're singing along, you're becoming one with the album. And I think it's a great strategy. So in short, Vargtimman has a great Viking hymn, shout along. So let's now talk about the artwork. So if you look at the artwork of Ereb Altor, it's very grim, a bit sinister, and very dark. And you see an old man on a boat entering the land of the dead. I think it's a great way to display Vargtimman, because the album is musically very heavy and very dark, a bit melancholic, and it fits together, like Matt himself agreed with us that it's a very that the artwork fits with the atmosphere as well. But as well, if you look at the lyrics and the themes that Ereb Altor is exploring in these albums, they are not like happy themes like Black Plague, witch hunts. There is death involved, so it would make sense to have a very heavy and dark artwork. And and then also this artwork helps you to immerse the album much better. But next to the functionality of representing the themes and the music, it has also another function. It's, if you look at the art cover, it's very mysterious. As a result, your eye is caught and you want to explore what the man in the boat is doing and what the story is about. So basically, thanks to the artwork, you're immersing the land of death. So let's now talk about the videos. So basically, Vargtimman comes with two videos. First video, I Have the Sky, introduces Ereb Altor, and you see all musicians in the videos taking a part in the video and playing these instruments. And I think this is a very fitting way to represent I Have the Sky. Like I've said before, this is a victory song where you shout along, sing along, and it would make sense if the whole band participate and every band member sings the lyrics. Second song is the self-titled song Vargtimman, and it's quite interesting as they used a brown filter, if I'm not mistaken, in the video. And as a result, an horror effect is created, and you feel very unwelcoming when you see this video. And also you get an impression that this happened long time ago. And also it's happening and everything in this video is basically in slow motion, which is, I think, also typical for creating a very unwelcoming atmosphere. And if you look at the background, you see like the landscape of Scandinavia. And I think it fits very well with the atmosphere and the music, as it's a very, again, dark, heavy album. So a very horror, grim video makes totally sense. So basically the videos enhance and blend very well with the music and lyrics. So let's now summarize everything. Vargtimman is certainly Ereb Altor's best composed and mature album today. Thanks to the artwork and videos, you have a clear idea what Vargtimman is going to be about, and both elements spark interest in checking this album out. As soon as you dive into this album, you have to stay interested as the music is cleverly bonded together. So this was all. I hope you enjoyed the review. Check out all the links below to get your own copy of Vargtimman, and don't forget to subscribe, as we will have more content and news from dmetalgalaxy. Bye. See you next time.